Alright guys, I only got like 7 minutes left, and then it's time to get ready for work. So I'm taking a nice little relaxation. Yes. Oh my god, so cute. Oh my god, guys, so cute. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So coming to you guys tonight now, you guys can see it's almost 8 o'clock. I'm not gonna again say the direct time that I get home. It's not something us girls do. But anyhow guys, so coming to you guys tonight now, I went in to do my reading tonight. You guys obviously saw that I did my relaxation for about 30 minutes before work today. After I had some warm-ups for lunch. So obviously taking easy task, right, with, you know, the average itch and all of that. So anyhow guys, so yes, I did, you know, obviously relax then, and then obviously I'm doing relaxing tasks tonight. So I did my rather slow eating, right, like I did with the 2 peanut butter things. I just got done with my munchies too, my Cheetos. So, oh, there went some crumbs. You guys heard it. Fresh crumbs for you guys. Anyhow, so yes, I wanted to come on and share that I didn't ever do a Blindspot review, so I'll just do a real quick review of that. So how it ends was actually really, really crazy. So they obviously get a new FBI director, and they add whites to like the former director's wall, and then they, you know, obviously this is a very severe, you know, task that they have to do. So they are able to stay, even though the director had said, you know, you guys are done today, you know, we're relieving you of your duties. But then something came up and they were like, hey, you know, it would take forever to get them to, you know, bring them up to par, you know, the new people, the new recruits. So anyhow, so then, it was actually turned out to be a blind spot in her mind. Because obviously the zip was killing her, so she had to get an IV, but then right before the IV, she was like kind of like back at square one with, what was his name? I can't remember the guy that was talking to her as soon as she came out of the bag. What was her name? Or what was his name? Oh my god. Don't know what it is, guys. Anyhow, he's like a really good like psychologist, you know, and like, I don't know what his exact title would be, but you know, along the mental health kind of thing. So anyhow, yeah, I seriously can't remember his name. Anyhow, guys, so you know, she realizes that, you know, she needs that to remember, you know, where they put that bomb. So it takes them, you know, she like knows right off the bat, because I forget exactly what was worded and what question was asked, but they had all these different areas to choose from. So she's like, I just know for a fact, right there it is, right? So she went there before any of them, and she, you know, just went haywire on this person, but she had to stay focused, because the whole time she was just going through the doors of the church. She just had all these different weddings, right? Every single door, and she had to like snap herself out of it and like really focus on now. So anyhow, they eventually, realize how the bomb will be shaped, and then they realize that it's more than likely going to be in a trash can. It's like, well, geez, how many trash cans are there in New York City, right? So anyhow, she follows the hallucinations, and she, there's all these different people on the sides. Like at one point, it's her mom and a couple. So it's her mom and a couple other people. I'm sorry, guys. It just was weird and cut out. Anyhow, guys. So there's obviously her mom and a couple other people. So yeah. So she eventually ends up and finds it because a police officer is like, "Hey, is this your trash can?" So they figure it out. But then, again, all those people weren't actually real. But then she, and then, her and Kurt get it out and everything. And then as soon as, they cut the wire, which there was like 2 green wires that they had to cut, she like falls over and she starts to die. And then she actually does die. Which is, again, is right where square one is. But then, there's like a reunion and a meeting, and they're all around like a table then. Patterson, well, obviously Patterson was alive. She faked her own death in the tunnel. But, yeah, so then she's like, oh yeah, I'm good, and it was like, so did she actually die, or was that just the zip, like in a hallucination? So did she actually die at square one where she was? I don't know. So it kind of like left it up to interpretation. But again, it was a blind spot, and she had to follow that blind spot. So yeah, it was literally, quite literally, like the zip kind of blind spot. And I wasn't ever expecting that. So that's crazy. And also, guys, speaking of finding that balance as well, this will just be real quick too, and this takes up time though too. So obviously, going off what I had said with, nobody's gonna say anything. Certain times, if it can be, you can kind of get a sense, like I said before, right? Like humans can see the effects of energy, but they can't actually see the energy or the innermost meaning behind the energy. So a lot of the posts and comments on that video before, remember where the girl was obviously pregnant, right? You kind of receive back the energy you put out, right? So if it's, you can kind of tell it's just being silly, and keeping it low end kind of stuff, more than likely you'll just get, silliness, or some people can just tell, like I said, right? You can't actually see the energy itself. You just see the words, just kind of show up on your screen. So obviously, a lot of people knew that. And one had even said kind of what I had said about the volleyball game. It's like, it's okay to voice being concerned about that and realizing that and being like, let's do something to fix this. Like, I don't want to be embarrassed like that, right? And just have and feel like I'm standing out there naked, right? Do you know what I'm saying? They're called private parts for a reason, right? Private parts, private area. You take care of private stuff that happens with your private parts in a private area, also known as a bathroom, right? Yeah. So anyhow, guys, yeah. Yeah, so that's also another instance of, trying to find that balance too, of like when to speak up, because one person even said, I saw it too, but I didn't want to say anything, and, at all. Like they didn't maybe, again, that was just their own confusion of, not saying anything at all. Like you can at least say, right, out of concern, and that's what that one person and I just shared that, right? It's like, yeah. So, but I think that was in response to, hey, look, like you can be seriously worrisome about it, right? Even though she's not your wife, right? Like you can still be worried and care about her as a person because you're still a person. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was also another thing that I wanted to share. So, And sometimes, you know, you leave people with their fire burning and no way to put it out. And yes, we saw with me, right? So, yeah, so that was really, really cool to, you know, add all those additions there. So that gets me up to about 11, 12 minutes. So now I will go ahead here and get out my book with you guys and we'll read a chapter. I saw so far, I was up at like 150 views. I was like, oh my gosh, people are really liking it. The retention hasn't came out yet, but holy cow, guys, when I left for work today, it was like at 70. I was like, oh my gosh. Guys, it's crazy. And I don't know if, like, if you, like, how fast you have to not, like, skim through it for it to count as a view. But even today, it was like 4 minutes after my video was up, it already had a view. And I would have to kind of look and see at the guidelines for that. But yeah, it's definitely, you know, crazy, but, you know, because that video was over an hour, so how can it have 70? Again, I would have to kind of look and, you know, what counts as a view, I guess, on YouTube, and stuff like that. So, alright guys, here we go. So I don't know if maybe you guys really liked that, you know, my book reading, or what you guys liked, but we're definitely gonna read another book here with you guys, or read another chapter. Okay. So you guys saw, obviously, in the pictures, right, the ending of it. I didn't read it, though, but basically she ran. Okay, so. All I feel are the soles of my feet pounding rhythmically against the path. Gravel absorbs the impact of my steps, slowing me down. It's like running through sand, but I don't stop. I keep running and running, deep into the park until my thighs burn in agony through the fading haze of the pills. I zigzag from one path to another until I don't know where I am anymore, until my legs give out, until my knees buckle and hit soggy ground. The earth rushes towards my face as I rest my forehead on a mound of limp grass. I breathe in the smell of mud and damp, the smell of rain. I try not to feel. As usual, I fail. Unlacing my right boot, I reach into my sock. My icy fingers crawling down my shin to the scar on my ankle. The pills are there, but my toes can cooned in some cling wrap. Wait, what? I'm trying to picture that. The pills are there, but my toes and some. Oh. It doesn't make sense. I guess I'll just have to be confused, guys. I swallow the 3 mismatched lumps, white and hospital blue and mint green, without checking what they are. My throat is so dry they get stuck halfway down, a hard and bitter lump. I don't know how. Much later I hear muffled steps. Can't be that long. Lane, cloth rustles as Sean crouches next to me. Blaine, talk to me. Where is she? I choke out. Where is that bitch so I can knock the fake teeth out of her fucking head? Dang, guys. I told her to go back to work, he says softly. It's not like she can disappear on us. I have all her info. She's in elementary school, not an international spy. So it was him then. We don't know for sure. Where in the... What is there not to fucking know? He takes hold of my shoulders. I'm shaking from head to toe, and I just don't have the energy to push his hands away, so I let him pull me to my feet. My arms go around my waist, and I lean on him with my full weight. Let's get you back to the car, okay? No. Don't be an idiot, Lane. I'm trying to drive you home. and you're going to take it easy and rest. I don't want to rest. We have to find that guy. That Lyndon guy. I'll find him. He's not going anywhere, trust me. She could have called him already and warned him. I already made a call too. His arm around my waist holds me up gently, like he's afraid I'll break in half. The tenderness of it makes my eyes sting. He's not getting away. Maybe the pills managed to dissolve in my gullet, or maybe it's just Sean's presence by my side. But I managed to make it back to the fountain. No trace of Ava Marquez. And I push and past the school gate to Sean's car waiting in the parking lot. I get into the passenger seat by myself without needing to be hauled in. I don't argue when he makes me put on my seatbelt. I rest my head on the back of the seat and stare at the car's beige ceiling. My eyelids grow heavy and I don't fight the pull. The nightmares that I know will plague my sleep are far less terrifying than facing reality. Lyndon Jakes, his name was Lyndon Jakes. He was a freaking art teacher in a school full of little girls. I don't want to live in this world. Please take me away. Please let me die. I closed my eyes, then opened them, and it's like someone flipped a switch. The sky grew 3 shades darker with a spill of orange above the black outline of a building. I blink, disoriented, trying to figure out where the hell I am until I recognize the hotel. I don't think you should be alone right now, Sean says as he locks the car. I'm shuffling along like a zombie and can barely bring myself to look up. It's what I've been hoping, he said from the beginning, and now that he has, it no longer matters. I'm going to call someone to keep an eye on you, he says. He's not asking me. No, I want to be by myself. He gives me a gloomy look. I'm tired. I just want to take a bath and crash. I'm not sure I want some uniformed guy watching me sleep right now. Thanks for understanding. Are you sure? No one knows I'm here, I say. And there's scrutiny out front and cameras everywhere. It's a hotel. I want you to stay put until I get in touch. I will. Where do you think I'd be going to go? He gives me a look. He doesn't really want to answer. That makes 2 of us. Promise me you won't go anywhere, not even for 5 minutes. I promise. He's not the only who's good at making promises he knows he can't keep. In the hotel lobby, there was a lone desk with a computer monitor. I see it from across the hall because it's one of those prehistoric white boxy ones. Doesn't matter. I don't need the latest tech for what I'm about to do. I ask at the front desk, where the receptionist gives me an odd look, but informs me that I can use the computer for free up to 10 minutes. 10 minutes will be long enough. I plunk down into the worn chair, open a browser window. Lyndon Jakes. If it's you, fucker, right? I'll swear. I'll take the next bus to wherever the hell you moved away to and modify your anatomy with some rusted gardening shears. Dang. My hand shakes so much it's hard to type, even though I know it has more to do with the come down than my righteous outrage, but my come down will have to wait. It takes a while to find him, I'm guessing. Oh, I'm over 10 minutes because the receptionist is giving me an evil eye, but I can't. But I find a link on a classmate's type site that takes me to a social media site where he has a profile. L. Ethan Jakes, as he calls himself now. I'm in a is a Smarmy blonde, smeary blonde, yeah, who must have been into sports once, but has since let himself go. With a punch of flattering angels on his photos, don't hide. I can be reasonably sure it's him. He lives in Connecticut. He has been there for 2 years now, and his profile says he used to teach high school but now works for some company. Has a lovely fiance with a weak chin and earnest eyes. He also updates, obviously. It takes a while to scroll through all the Minutiae, Munante, I don't know, of his days. Updates about going running, pictures of foods, the fiance's smiling mug, and a bored looking dog. Until I find the right dates on the day Olivia went missing. He posted 4 times. He checked in at some Mexican place with his fiance friend. Underneath it, the crappy picture of a half drunk Mr. Jake surrounded by bros. There are several likes. The other statues show location 1,000 miles away from here. From Olivia. I know as well as the next person that these things can be faked. I know Sean will run a real check. A part of me knows exactly what he'll find. Jake was supposed to be where Jake was supposed to be. And I was just grasping at straw because deep down I already know it could never been Jake's. It could only be one person. I'm the only one who has ever seen that person, and I'm of absolutely no help. Oh, all right, all right. Ooh, I'm already wanting to read the next part, but I have to wait for that, guys. Holy cow, guys, that was 17 minutes. All right, guys. So, um, I'll probably just edit this since it's just a lot of listening to. So I'll go ahead and edit this, and then we'll be ready for tomorrow's vlog. So thank you guys for watching tonight's vlog, and I'll talk to everyone later. On your girl list here, so I'm coming to you guys today now. Maybe 1 second to get back on that screen. There we go. Here we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. What was the date again? The 23rd, I think. That way then I don't mess any of my step counts up for this month. You know what? We'll just do 11/23 and see what happens. 11/23/2024. Okay, now I'm going to go back in there and see if the steps at least erase. And we'll see what happens. Okay. Oh, it's 12/23. My bad. Yep, okay, so the steps erase. Let me find how I can flip this around. No, that's just adding a picture. Alright guys, I don't know how the heck to make it flip around. I'll show... Take a picture here. Excuse me. Hey everyone, new girl is here. So as everyone can see, I literally just got my nail polish. I have the squeakiest cart in the freaking store. Definitely can't go hiding here. Anyhow guys, so there's the 12-inch for like 15, and if you buy in bulk, you still just end up having just like sorry, you actually end up matching this price, but probably not what this price would be at 12 inches, because this is 15 for $10.92, which is really, really nice. You know, so I might have to shrink, you know, because 8 by 8, you know, you couldn't fit 4 8 by 8s and have all that writing in there. But we're gonna look at some other ones here. There I am. What is this here? So this one here is 18. Just call it 18 by 18. And this one obviously is much bigger. So 18. I'd probably have to do, let me think. What is this again? 18? Yeah. So an 8 by 8 would be about 10. So 6 and 4 is 10. So I could do an 8 by 8 and a 6 by 4, a 4 by 6, and an 8 by 8 and a 4 by 6. And also I could cut off certain parts that don't really matter much. Like I could trim around my feet, you know, and just get those little inches at a time. You know, so I could try that. You know, and stuff like that. So it's definitely worth the buy. I actually didn't look at the price of the 18. Let me do that quickly. Put this one back and do the 18 by 18. Yeah, that was only 15 bucks. So thankfully my paper or my nail polish remover is only $1. So that's 16. That's keeping it in my limit. So I will go ahead and oh my god, guys, actually quickly let me show you this. Those are really, really nice. Definitely check those out. But yeah, I'm gonna go check out the prices on 8 by 8 and cutout. Because now that I know that I can just barely fit stuff in, definitely gonna have to consider a cutout at certain parts. Yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out as well, you know, because I am a visual learner. Obviously I'm good at math, you know, so I was able to figure out 6 by 4 and 8 and subtract them out and all of that. But I am a visual learner, so I'm gonna have to you know, maybe just get an 8 by 8. I don't even know if you can do collages in 8 by 8. I could also just decide to do, you know, 4 6 by 4s. So let me go check out some prices and I'll be back with you guys. Hey everyone, your girl is here. I am officially back. So as everyone can see, I will go ahead and post them now. It's actually rather cheap. I didn't try a cutout yet. It didn't show up on my feed for some reason. Obviously I cut it out yesterday, so I'm very confused on that. But it, you know, I didn't see cutouts, at least in the product descriptions. But with those additional measurements of, you know, like 4 by 6, and even there was a 5 by 8 as well. And then there was also those Valentine's cards where you can cut out just like one picture. That's pretty much the same as a cutout to me. So there's all sorts of different ways that I can loop everything around. And then depending on when I get my own place again, I can put like, you know, different, you know, things in there. So it'll definitely be worth it to check that out. I guess I should lower this a little bit. But yeah, it'll definitely be worth it. And it won't be that expensive. So I'll just have to update my price and remember that cutout. Or update my budget a little bit. And I guess I could stick around here long enough to print a couple of them out, since I am a visual learner, so I might do that, honestly. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll just order them on my kiosk now and pick them up, so I get a feel. And because with as cheap as they were, it's not like I'm wasting any money. So I have milk that I can get. I have to get bagels for my gram, and then tonight we're gonna have some breakfast for dinner. So I have to get some bacon. We didn't like the bacon that we got last time, so I have to get some bacon here and some bagels. So I have some time to spare, and open and make a purchase with that stuff. So anyhow, guys, talk to you guys soon. What's that? Yeah, Alright guys, so as everyone can see, it is completely packed in here. So, doing my video over here. I was thinking about getting some of those that dangle from my heart wreath, so you guys can see the prices on them and everything. So I will probably come back another time and get those candy canes and just have like 3 candy canes. The cardinals were nice because they were really, really light, but they're just a little bit too much with me already being at $15. So right now I'm looking for red and green lights. Definitely aren't seeing red and green. I thought they would have red and green mixed together. I mean, they have red and green, but it's multicolor. This is very strange. Red and green. Like only red and green? You would think they would have only red and green. Let me come out in here and see. I think this... Yeah, there's nothing out here in this. Or like red and white. Only red and white. See, and they don't even have just red by themselves. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you could get the white and then just get a red box, but they don't even have that. What the heck? Red. Because I also have another box of white too. Remember? That I didn't use. And looking at the prices, that is obviously a good thing that I still have those boxes. Now these ones are just 50, so it's $3.42. But then you get up to 100 and it's basically doubled. And then the icicle one's for... So yeah guys, I think what I'll do is I'll try to find red somewhere else and add that into my list. So let me see where my photos are now, but this was a really good trip. I have a plan for the future, and I have something else to look at in general. And I still have some time. Like I have a lot of doctor's appointments coming up, so I can, search around while I'm out and about there too. So, cute. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So you guys can see, this is actually the same price for just like 3 cents less. Or I'm sorry, for like for 1 cent more and 3 ounces less. There we go. Approximately 17.9. You might as well just call it 18, and then 20 and a half. So we'll switch up my breakfast cereals for a little bit, and I still have that one Pop-Tart, so I'll take advantage of this. Probably get blueberry this time. $2.62. Alright, and then we'll be productive with my snacks. I don't need all of those snacks, so I took advantage of that. I have a lot of cheese crackers and peanut butter crackers I have to finish, so that's a positive. And then also I decided to try off-brand cream cheese too. So we'll see how that does, because then I can enjoy bagels from time to time, instead of all of this milk. And an easy go-to, just, you know, wake up in the morning, get in the cupboard, get the bowl out, and just put in cereal and just have milk and cereal, and buy all this milk and cereal all the time. So definitely working on it for sure. So here we go, guys. Here I am back. I actually didn't see that these are actually less, which is really, really good. So it's like a double win. So I'm definitely gonna start working on that. And dollar by dollar, guys. We're gonna get there. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So as everyone can see, only $26, which is really, really good for in my profit range. So very, very, very excited about all of that. I don't know if I'm wild at heart, if that considers or constitutes as wild at heart, but yes, I am running wild at heart. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So it's now officially 12:02. I am officially back home and I'm ready to do my put on my photos. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So I'm officially home now. I wanted to try these on with you guys. So this is obviously the collages that I got done. More than likely it doesn't look like I will do collages. Honestly, I'll probably just do, you know, just the circles or just a single portrait. And then obviously I got this one done and this one done. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on with you guys. We'll see how I did. So here is see, like I could even cut out the blue skies a little bit and even like the portraits a little bit. So if indeed it does ever come to that, just cut it out like that. So if this is 4x6, let me try to fit the other 4x6 on here. Oh guys, look. Perfect fit. Yay! That's good. So, let me do my cutout with you guys. I'll cut one of these out and, you know, we'll just see how it does, you know, and how it looks. But I really like this. This is really, really cute. So, here we go. There it is. Yeah, you guys can definitely tell this was supposed to be, like bringing everything full circle, right? So, and I don't really know how I could do, unless I tried like a 4-part collage, you know, one for each season kind of in the middle. There's all sorts of different ways of looking at it, but now I know that I'm gonna need to do 4x6s. So 2 4x6s, and then have everything kind of round for a full circle here, and then 4x6, 4x6, and then just have some other little oddities there. So definitely be very, very good, guys. I will go ahead here and put all of this back in. This was just a good test, you know. So I'll probably put these in my desk, honestly. So let me do that. Alright, so now that we know that it works, we officially know. So now I guess while I'm on with you guys, I can officially let me get out my box from last night or my box from yesterday, my bad. My box from yesterday. You have to be super, super aggressive with this thing. Jeez, I had to like rip it out. No, I'm joking, guys. We're not going to be doing any of that today. It's way too up in your guys' grill for sure. For my preference, indeed. Let me just pause this till I get it out. Alright, guys, let's go try to put it up. Whoa. No, it doesn't look like it, guys. It looks like you have to actually put a nail through it. No, that should work there. Can you, oh yeah, you guys can see that good. Alright, I like that. So, oh! Alright, now, let me see what I can do. Alright, so let's get out this one, because if you guys remember, look, this one has the lights on it. So, ooh. Alright, and let's see where we can put that one. Maybe like up here? No, it doesn't want to. Oh my god, guys, look. Oh my god. Now, how well can you guys see that? I mean, decent, but you definitely want these two things out of the way. But yeah, holy cow, guys, you get this and this out of the way, it's going to be perfect. Alright, guys, so that's it for those two. Now, let's try my next two. Well, let's just get out one of them. How about that? So we'll get out the first one, which is obviously this really, really big, long one. See, most times people don't have them up like that. You know, I could just honestly just wait, guys. Let me see if I have enough. Well, I mean, obviously I would take care of that cord. Okay, so just find a way to make them, so have one like out to here, right? Yeah, guys, and then that other one will pretty much meet it. Yeah, so that other one will meet it. And then just find a way to keep them closed in. And then we'll try one more thing here. We're gonna no. Or guys, no, it doesn't work there. Okay, but that would get in the way of the... No. You know, I can also just do... Guys, that would be perfect. If I can find a way to keep it here, and then do the other one on the other side, and probably just use like a... I don't know, probably like a rope and tie them together, and then thumbtack through the rope. Because you don't need a really thick rope, so you'll be able to, you know, thumbtack through it. And then you have in my canes that I wanted to get at Walmart. Guys, that, oh my god, guys, this is going to be the perfect shoot. Oh my god, guys. I can hardly wait, guys. Alright, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and start editing some of this. And then we'll see where I'm at for time, and then we'll go from there. So, talk to you guys later. Hey everyone, your girl is here. I was able to stop the film in time. It was about 50% uploaded. Anyhow, this is so stupid. It doesn't make any sense to me. So, I guess I'm probably not going to get, well, my grandma and I, but obviously my grandma will be gone at the time. So I don't know if it would go, or no, it just stays with him. Anyhow, yeah, we're definitely not going to get that security deposit back because it's so stupid. You're not allowed to have holes, right? So, like, even those thumbtacks up there, that's a hole, right? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's way out of line, like out of regular sight, but it's still a hole. So you can't have holes, so you make people go to, you know, be respectful and follow the rules, and then people go towards these paste-on things, and then you just rip off the paint. What the heck? It happened up there. You guys can see that's why I have the white, and then it was going to happen there. Some of these rules, guys. Anyhow, but yeah, I can just leave those there and have that be, well, it actually already tore off now. Why won't it stick now? There we go. Okay. And then with the way it actually dangles, I'm actually not going to be able to have them there, but I'm sure I can hang like one from here, one from over there, maybe even one in the middle above that blue. Yeah, it's definitely a very good setup. So now I'm going to add in this, and then that'll be the video for today. Look at that, guys. It's already so weak and flimsy. I'm just going to take it off, and then I'll just have to cover it back up again whenever it's time. Until then, I'm going to use more white out. Let me show you guys actually what it looked like over here. So yeah, it's like it's a lose-lose situation. What do you want? Do you want some holes from some thumbtacks? Or, yeah, do you want people to be nice and go out of their way and then just ruin the place? Doesn't make any sense, guys. Alright, so I'll just save that there. Cover that over. You guys probably won't even be able to see it in the photo shoots. And then next year, or whenever I put up 4th of July again, just paste right over that, and that'll be that. So anyhow, guys, thanks for watching that final little addition. Hey everyone, your girl is here. Gotta find that sweet spot right about there. So as everyone can see, I was just getting ready to do my photo, my thumbnail, my bad, and I decided to test it. So my Graham tied those 2 knots for me on these, so we're actually gonna hang these guys, and they actually match up perfectly, and it actually covers that area. I am just gonna use some white paint. There we go. Paint and tape. No, they don't rhyme. They sound like they would though. You think they would though. Anyhow, guys, so yes, you guys can see I officially got those up. Now I just have to find a place for the other 2 candy canes, and then this like light up one, I'm probably gonna hold in my hand, or like hold like this as I'm sitting down and be like, oh, we're so close. And I look so cute with my hair down today. Usually I don't, but like have you guys over there. Here, I'll just do it now while I'm here with you guys. So be like, well, you know, sit down and open up my legs and all of that. And actually, I have to bring you guys over and center you guys. I'll just do it now with you guys. How about that? No. I don't know, guys. This is going to be a little bit harder, but it's good practice. Wait, here, let me try to keep them going in the way of the the canes, or just have it like this. Let's try this, guys. There we go. See, I don't know what you would call this. Like, I don't know. Such a small step. Ready? You know, like raise. I don't know, like kind of like Ellie Goulding's song. Since this, I didn't do a Saturday session yesterday. So since Ellie Goulding's song, you know, they're gonna see us from outer space, right? We got the fire and we're gonna let it burn, right? Kind of thing. So it's like a small step in the right direction. And obviously light, burning produces light, right? Obviously. Sometimes it can be positive light energy, or sometimes there can be the innermost is negative with the energy. Anyhow, guys, I'm not gonna get into all of that again. Right, there we go. Alright guys, so that'll be great. Yes, there we go. Okay. So anyhow, guys, you know, something along the lines of that. And then I can find a way to get you guys up higher and then have you guys like kind of you know, at my angle, you know. Because if you guys are automatically higher, I can do stuff like this, you know. But I can't really do stuff like this. And it's yeah, see, I need you guys to be higher, and then I can do stuff like this. But yeah, definitely a really good start, honestly. Oh my god, guys, we're getting in the Christmas spirit. Yeah. I can also do something like this for like a collage. Let me get a little closer to you guys. So now, guys, all I have to do is also find a place for the stockings, or I'm sorry, the shoe. Is the shoe called? Yeah, this Christmas stockings. Yes. So I have to do my. I have to find a place to put those, and then probably my cotton. I still have to figure that one out too, guys. Where could I put my cotton? I don't know. So I have to figure out cotton yet. But like I already shared, you know, I can do those little candy canes that I found today. I can do those from the wire, you know. So, I mean, it'll just be a candy cane extravaganza, honestly, guys. And depending on the, you know, how everything works, I can actually remove those purple ones and, like, loop the pink in amongst. So it's not behind the two canes, like, loop it up a... Oh my god, guys. This is going to be really, really good. I am so excited to officially get everything up with you guys. I know I put those two canes up just now by themselves. But holy cow. This will be an amazing setup. Oh my god. I'm so excited. And then, like I said, I'm going to go to the Walmart where I used to live. Or that's very close. So I'm going to go ahead to that one and get the red and the green. And then mix it. Oh my gosh, guys. I am just so excited. So many great ideas because I am so ready. And look how good my hair still is. This is amazing, guys. I'm so excited. And I so hit my budget goal. I mean, this is just amazing, guys. Alright guys, I seriously got to get going now and add in these 2 clips and then officially post this video. But holy cow, I have such great ideas and still so much to think about on how I can incorporate everything. So anyhow guys, thanks again for watching. Talk to you guys later. Wait. No, that won't work. Let me actually move this hair and sit on there. Good, Alyssa? Hang on. See, like I said, guys, I have to focus on the height for sure. Alright, guys, talk to you guys later.